First up is ELF, ticker symbol ELF. Currently trading at $1.96 USD, up about 63% over the last 24 hours, with a market cap of $488 million. ELF is a decentralized cloud computing blockchain network. They have high performance because their full nodes run on cloud servers. They use resource segregation, so each smart contract runs on its own blockchain. And for governance and development, token holders vote for decision making in a consensus-based protocol. What's really interesting about ELF is they've kind of pioneered some innovations here. Number one, they have a cross-chain blockchain protocol, which is a multi-channel parallel computing and communication framework that enables the creation of customized blockchains with customizable consensus. Some of the key concepts out of ELF are the fact that they created a foundational blockchain for large-scale commercial applications, and it allows for communication across existing as well as new blockchains. They've also implemented a multi-layer blockchain infrastructure that connects both private and consortium-based blockchains. The infrastructure has two levels. The main chain with DPoS consensus, and DPoS, just so you all know, is delegated proof of stake. And delegated proof of stake is the fastest, most efficient, most decentralized, and most flexible consensus model available. DPoS leverages the power of stakeholder approval voting to resolve consensus issues in a fair and democratic way. So they're using that mechanism and sidechains with customizable consensus mechanisms. Their main chain uses Merkle tree format to exchange information between sidechains as well as public blockchains such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. And another, key word, Merkle tree. So Merkle tree is a hash tree in which every leaf node is labeled with the hash of a data block, and every non-leaf node is labeled with the cryptographic hash of the labels of its child nodes. Hash trees allow efficient and secure verification of the contents of large data structures. So, clearly they're employing some really high-power technology and state-of-the-art technology with this token. Also, as a part of their concept, each sidechain can support specific and dedicated smart contracts. So, each sidechain can leverage their own smart contracts and work based off of those protocols. Some things to note on social media. They've just joined the Mary Merkle Tree Project, which is a decentralized charitable organization enabled by the Ethereum blockchain. After their ICO, they were instantly released on Binance and had exceptional growth, obviously due to being allowed on that platform shortly after their ICO. And they're also supported by FBG. And FBG Capital is a digital asset management firm in blockchain-based capital markets. It's one of the largest asset management firms in this industry. So a lot of people are backing ELF. They seem to have a lot of interesting technology, and it looks like they're going to leverage that to have a very successful 2018. So take a look at ELF at AELF Blockchain on Twitter and online at aelf.io. I also want to talk about POET, ticker symbol POE, currently trading at just under 19 cents USD, up over 80% over the past 24 hours with a market cap of $415 million. POET reclaims value for content creators, publishers, and consumers. You can own your own content. So as a content creator, you generate immutable and timestamped titles for your creative works and register your assets to the POET network. Because it's decentralized and secured by the blockchain, the metadata and attribution remains safe, verifiable, and immutable. You can also create and issue licenses. POET uses cryptography to give both publishers and content creators the tools to automate the licensing process without relying on any third parties. Choose from a pre-existing license or create your own terms and automate the payments, transfer, and issuance of licenses. It's an open network, obviously. So providing an open network in a space that has always been controlled by third parties, POET builds a bridge between creators and publishers. Discover new content or verify authenticity authorized through a truly transparent system of attribution. How POET is going to change the way that you license your digital content is one of three different forms for three different types of people. For publishers, you're able to generate immutable ownership certificates and improve internal discoverability of digital creative assets. Seamlessly interact with a network of freelance content creators to significantly reduce friction in the publishing process. For journalists, you can make your content discoverable with transparent licensing terms to a global network of publishers. Upload the definitive version of your work and update it in real time with the Metadash hash. And for content creators, you can access a database of published and unpublished content to curate and license automatically, discover metadata and originating information about digital assets, and ensure authorized use and proper attribution. What I really like about Poet is the team that they have behind them. So on their advisory board, they have Anthony Diorio, who I mentioned the other day, who's of Ethereum and Jax fame. They also have Mike Germano, who's from Vice Media, and Greg Clayman, who works with Viacom, Fox, and Vimeo, all huge content platforms and media platforms. So take a look at Poet on Twitter @_Poet Project and online at po.et.